Now then people, welcome back to another video. So we're back in the Lake District once again. I love this place. So we're following the path up alongside Grains Gill and we're going to gain some nice elevation this morning. I'm actually hoping, fingers crossed, to do my first ever camp above 3,000 feet tonight. So when it comes to the Lake District, there's not too many options when it comes to camping above 3,000 feet. There's a few, but there's not many. Now the place I'm going isn't even a Wainwright, but it's the 4th highest mountain in the Lake District, and that is Ill Crag. So coming up through the valley, Seathwaite fell on my right hand side. We've got Glaramara, Allen Crags on the left, and then just as I get up here we're just going to see the mighty Great End show its aggressive presence. Weather's not looking too bad. It's really cold though. As I was driving up M6 you could see some mountains in distance and there were definitely snow or early morning frost on the tops. It's hard to tell yet, but I'm sure I'll soon find out when I get around this corner a bit and see the top of Great End. So I'm kitted out for winter conditions because you never know. And as usual when I come to lakes, I'm not here for one night. As you might be able to tell already, at the moment there's no wind, which is brilliant because my last few camps have just been hectic. So it'd be nice to just get up high tonight, not a lot of wind, just have a relaxing one. So I'm actually doing that well for time so far. I'm saying this now, but I'm tempted to hop over to Scafell Pike once we get up to Ill Crag. I've seen how far it is on the map. Obviously when I get there I'll see how I feel, because although I've been up Scafell Pike before last year, I've never been up it from this side, if you know what I mean. So it'll be from Ill Crag over to Broad Crag and then up onto Scafell Pike. And I know if the visibility is clear you can definitely see the summit sort of platform of Scafell Pike from Ill Crag, so I should be able to judge it better once I get up there based on how much time I've got left. We've got our first proper look at Great End up there, and yeah, it certainly looks snow-capped at the top. And where we're going is higher than that, so looking like it could be a snowy one. It's important to regulate your temperature because I was getting really warm earlier, so the hat had to come off. And I just got a bit of signal, so I just stopped to let people know that I've got here. Alright, and that. And then you soon get chilly again. So on with the hat and keep moving. That little breeze, it's not strong, it must be less than 10 miles an hour. But yeah, that little breeze is pretty welcoming, just to cool you down as you're walking. And if you're in the middle of summer, oh, I'll be dunking my head in all these little plunge pools. Right, so I've stopped for a little break, top up my water. Now it's best foot forward. Let's get moving. I know I said earlier about getting up to Scafell Pike. Not 100% certain on that. I'll see how I feel when I get up to where Ill Crag is. And then I'll make a decision from there. Because I know there's not too many spots to camp up at Ill Crag. I don't think so anyway, I'm not sure. And then when I get there, I want to give myself enough time to have a plan B in case someone else is already there. With it being a relatively decent day and a Friday night, yeah, someone might have claimed that already. So it'd be nice to get there with about an hour and a half at least before sunset. So although it's cloudy, visibility is decent. You can just see bits of sun poking through onto some fells, through gaps in cloud. Nice. It's when I'm doing them little 360 views round that I wish I had the knowledge of the likes of Andrew Beavers and Dave, the solo summiteer, because they can just whip it round and go, that's that, that's that, that's that. If it ain't Great End or Great Gable, don't ask me what all it is. I now know that that behind me is Esk Pike, so I might trot on up there tomorrow, see how I'm feeling. There's a lot of ifs, isn't there? Ifs and buts. So that up there must be Ill Crag. Has to be, judging by map. And yeah, it's got bloody snow on it, so it's looking a bit nippy. Wow. Oh my days. Some views round here, mate. Paths aren't too cracking anymore, like, but just make your own path, but follow the cairns. And then just check back on your map or your GPS to make sure you're at least going in the right direction. And then just follow the cairns. By cairns, if you don't know, it's these stacks of rock people have piled up. They're all glued together with ice today. Look at Great Gable over there. Wow. Looks epic from this side. What a beast. Great End up there, can see someone on the summit. Proper little boulder field. Yeah, glad it's not windy now, because the tiniest little bit of wind that I can feel in half freezing. Ah, I can see Scafell Pike summit. I'll get phone out, look like there's a bloody disco going on up there. Right, party. Scafell Pike up there, you can see the summit. All stood on it. Get a zoom. Look at that. And if we just go to the left a little bit, that's where I'm camping. Up on Ill Crag. Right, so yeah, I'm going to attempt it. I've made the decision. Ill Crag's over there. I'm going to go round there, up there onto Broad Crag, and then up to the summit of Scafell Pike. I've got plenty of time, so don't need to rush. Take it steady. It is a lot of loose scree down here, and obviously there's bits of snow, so not ideal. I've got the micro spikes in the bag, but not really going to offer me any help. It's trying to clear as well a little bit. As long as it don't piss in rain. Shouldn't have even mentioned that word, should I really? Oh well. Right. Now it makes it a bit more tricky to try and navigate when it's been snowing. It's harder to see the paths. So, follow the cairns, follow the cairns. Yeah, this isn't the quickest of paths to go down. Well, go across. Oh, them people are looking bigger though up there, so certainly making a bit of progress. Well, here it goes. It's loose. Won't be able to film it all, obviously. Just want to make sure I've got my both hands free. Trekking poles are away. I'm hoping with this, it's one of them that looks a lot worse than it is from further away. Because looking down the side that I've come, it looks pretty bad. And it wasn't that bad, really. Oh, it's a good workout, if anything. Buzzing. Oh my days, man. The views. It's just beautiful. Every now and then you need to stop and just turn around and observe, because if you're focused on the destination, you're missing the journey, and that's just as good. Brilliant. Absolutely sick, mate. Ben, if you're watching, you'll know this spot. Good times, bro, good times. Well, I'd say that looks sketchiest bit out where obviously I've got to go back that way yet. This has been a workout, this, today. Just by adding this extra Scafell Pike trip on. Whew. I'm feeling it tomorrow. I've got some bloody miles to do tomorrow as well. It's all good fun. Plenty of snow up here as well. Puffing and puffing. Right, so I've just been up to the summit, very busy, proper chilling up there. Having a little puff pace up there and that. But my ganja days are over. Just dropped a little bit down. I'm just going to check out this little shelter. Looks like someone's been taking a piss, so I suppose this might be a toilet. Maybe so. On-site toilet. I was tempted to get drawn out, but nah. Not when there's people sat there having a well-deserved rest, having the picnic and that butties out. Don't want some knobhead flying around with a drone. No chance. But if we get to camp quick enough, I'm only over there. Well, only. It looks bloody miles away from here. Then I'll chuck it up in the sky when we get there. Whoa. I've come well off track. Come bloody well off track here. It's because I went to that little shelter before heading down. And I shouldn't have done. Now I'm just traversing across. Jeez. There it goes. Whoa. Sick, eh? Easy now. Well, here I am. Ill Crag. 3,068 foot up there. I'm about 3,020 or something here. But as you can see, unfortunately, it's a bloody boulder field. So luckily I came in plenty of time so we can scope out the area and find somewhere to pitch. It's hard because there's snow on ground, so it's hard to know whether it's covering grass or rock. So you just got to walk to an area, use your trekking poles, give it a little prod and go from there. So all this is relatively flat up here now. Obviously not flat as in perfectly flat, but I mean as in elevation wise. So I'm going to be at 3,000 feet, which is what I wanted from this camp. And I can actually see the Scafell summit from here. Scafell Pike, sorry, summit. So now it's just about finding some bloody grass. So that's Scafell Pike there. That's the summit platform. People stood on it now. This looks like about as good as I'm going to get, to be honest. buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing with this pitch. What a pitch. I've not seen anyone for last hour or so. Right, let's get a drink, get all my gear in and that, and chill out, have a well-deserved rest. Oh my days. Sun, bless her. I was even going to message them and see if they could send me another one. See, a good thing about having a rucksack that has a detachable brain on top is I've got all my electronics and stuff in here. So I can immediately bring that inside the main tent while rucksack goes in vestibule. Yes! Blue spark. Again. So my sandwich, limited edition Mexican inspired egg and chorizo brunch. Our chef's recipe layers smoky chorizo with seasoned egg mayonnaise, a spicy jalapeno salsa with coriander and spinach on tomato bread. Not bad, eh? Right, I'm going to smash this down me. Well, I'd just like to say, if you're a regular, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Liam from Good Bloke Outdoors. Like to do mountain camping in the Lake District. The tent of choice at the moment anyway is the Hilleberg Solo Black Label. Not a breath of wind, eh? I shouldn't keep saying it because knowing my luck, bloody gale force winds will suddenly arrive out of nowhere and there's not even none on bloody forecast. So in just less than 3 months, it'll be a year since my first ever solo wild camp. So I've been trying to think of places to camp for like the yearly sort of anniversary thing, if you want to call it that. And I did have in mind about pitching on 3,000 foot mountain, but I've already done that now, with it being Ill Crag. So I'll have to think of somewhere special to do that, yeah, that yearly anniversary camp since my first ever solo wild camp. I think it were middle of May 2022. And when I did that first wild camp in my local woodland, I didn't think I'd be up a mountain on my own less than 12 months later. And I certainly didn't think I'd buy a Hilleberg Solo. I probably didn't even know what a Hilleberg Solo was 12 months ago. Nah, I wouldn't have done. Didn't have a clue, mate. New to this game, winging it. Winging it all day, but winging it safely. That's good enough for me. I don't think we're going to get a sunset. I doubt it anyway, there's too many clouds. You never know though, might get a sunrise. Can't have everything on every camp, and I am not complaining one bit about this camp. It's been absolutely perfect. Friday night, or Monday night in your case if you're watching it when it's first released. Yeah, boy. I just feel a bit clumsy when I've got thick gloves on. Right guys, Joga Bonito. So the temperature is currently minus 1.1 degrees C. So it's not that bad really, it's not even that cold. Obviously it's cold, it's freezing literally, but I don't feel that cold. I've took my gloves off again now. It's one of them where if there were a strong wind coming in, it'd be absolutely freezing. And I certainly wouldn't be sat outside tent, I don't think. If you're up on summit, I sees you. It's 6 o'clock, Friday night. Fair play. I hope you've got a tent. So that's going to be some mission down in dark, is that? Yes, people. Well, I've just been chilling out. It's about 9:30 now. I'm just going to make my noodles. Chicken super noodles. And to go with that, just like last time, I've got a hot pepperami. I'll just cut it up and whack it in. Happy days. Fucking hell, son. Set bloody gloves on fire, lad. I chopped up my pepperami, whacked it in there. First class meal, that, mate. Oh, I don't know where bloody fill line is. It's on the outside on these, which is a bit weird because you can't even see through it. That'll do. Oh yeah, cover it up. Right, I'm going to let that do its thing for 5 minutes and then I'm going to scran it. Well, not 5 minutes, a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to eat it. So I'll catch up with you before I go to bed. Well, morning everybody. It's about 7:30 now. I forgot to say night last night. I just fell straight asleep, but it is what it is. I had a cracking sleep. Definitely over 8 hours. Didn't wake up once, which was perfect really. Just my alarm that nicely woke me up this morning. So outside it's looking pretty clagged in, to be honest, but it's supposed to clear later on, hopefully, fingers crossed. Minus 3.1 outside the tent, and then inside, let me get this down here, talking 1.8, so that's not too bad. Quite a big difference is that, and I just sleep with it inner fully open, me. I just feel like it gives you that bit more room, and then everything at vestibule is just easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? So condensation wise, not too bad at all. I'm expecting it to be worse than that, because it's really cold outside but relatively warm inside. I'm toasty as hell in this sleeping bag. Sleeping bag and my down jacket. Perfect. And then I've got my down pants on as well, so I'm not getting cold. Only thing that's cold at the moment is my fingers holding camera. But I'm going to get up in next 20 minutes or so, have a coffee. I've got some porridge again this morning, so I'll scran that, give me a nice bit of energy for today's hike. And then, yeah, I'll catch up with you then. Peace out in a bit. Well, morning. As you can see, pretty clagged in. Can't see the Scafell Pike summit platform this morning, so I'll give you an idea on how different the visibility is. I can't even see the summit rocks that I were on yesterday. A little bit more of a breeze, nothing major, tent's not even moving, but you certainly feel that little wind chill on cheeks and that. So I'm currently in my down gear still, down pants, down jacket. Obviously I'm not going to be hiking in this. I just thought I'd come out of tent and have a quick look about. Bits of frost on tent, but not too bad now. So what I'm going to do is, because there's no wind, I'm just going to take all these delta pegs out and pack them away, and then finish off packing inside tent, and then pack tent away and be on my travels. So hopefully, just checked Mountain Forecast website. I know they can be wrong, and they are often very wrong, to be honest, but going by what they say, it does say it's going to be a hazy morning until late morning, and then it should clear up. Right people, there we have it, leave no trace as always. Fully packed away now, ready to go. And this is probably a good time to wrap up this video, because we're in pure clag, so I'm not going to be able to get much decent content. So if you've liked this one, I'd appreciate it if you'd press that like button and drop a comment, let me know what you thought of the video. And if you've not already, then please press that subscribe button. Press that bell notification button to get notified when I make these videos. Weekly videos, 7 PM, every Monday. Thank you for watching. Peace out. In a bit.